too much for families. A lot of times it feels like, hey, we made it. This is big. This is important to us. Okay, you know how black people have been treated in this country, so this makes sense, and this makes sense to me. I will never ever turn down black folk from having the opportunity to celebrate and have a good time. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Sammy Rigaud podcast. My name is Sammy Rigaud. If you're new here and the algorithm has brought you to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and turn your notification bell on. Check this out. So prom send-offs are becoming a whole event now. It's not just a few pictures in the driveway. It's red carpets, balloon arches, catering, DJ, full event planners, and some families spending thousands of dollars before the kids even get to the actual prom that they buy the dress, rent the car for, and everything. But here's the thing. A lot of black families, this is actually ain't new. For black families, they've been doing this for a long time. It's actually a tradition. The question that a lot of people do ask, though, is, are we celebrating our kids? Are we just performing for others? And that's an issue that happens. So let me tell you, first of all, this ain't new. For my prom, long time ago, we didn't do all this fancy stuff. We didn't do all this fancy stuff. For us, you had your date. You bought the little flower that you put on the wrist. You had one on your jacket. And, you borrow a car. If you had an older cousin, older uncle, somebody to help you out, he might let you borrow his car. You might even rent a car and let you have it. A nice little car, pick up your date, go to prom, you date, you dance, eat a little bit, take your behind home. Maybe there's a prom after party somewhere. That's just how it was. And I'm from Florida. That's just how we got down, but that was a long time ago, right? I remember going to, get one of them long Steve Harvey suits for $200 and put it on and getting a big tie. My homeboy had like the old pimp hat. Other homeboy, he had actual cane. That's just how we did it. That was back in the day. I sound old, but that it wasn't that long ago, but that's how we got down. Okay. We looked like we were, the kings of comedy. That's how we dressed. And if I could find a photo, I would give it to you, but wasn't like that. Anyways, that's how we did prom, and then overall, I bought the suit for about $200. I bought the shoe for like another $50. I bought a little gift for a date, another, $20. We didn't have it like that. I used my auntie's SUV. She had a Toyota 4Runner. I borrowed that. It had a little sunroof. And we hit the sunset, took some pictures by like a gated community that we didn't live by, that we didn't live in, but we took pictures over there. And then boom, we went to prom and we had a lot of fun. We was having a good old time. That was our send-off. Nowadays, it ain't that. And I want to show you this. Like this is the kind of stuff I see floating around online, dog. Like this is getting out of hand. Look at this. This is great. So he's at the Sparklers. He's walking out. The music hard. He got the Sparklers in the back. 2026. That's his name. He's at the black carpet with the gold stanchions. And then boom, everybody right there. Just his whole neighborhood came out to send him off to prom. That's what you get, right? This next one, I don't think I could play the music from it, but watch this though. Action that I'm pulling off. So this guy, it's a helicopter. I'm not even gonna play the music. The helicopter on this thing. You got throwing money off of, what is that? Venador? What is that? I'm saying all oranged up, gold, Rolls Royce, fan. We got a lion out there. They got, car with hydraulic. This is everything, right? So this is how they pulling up. And mind you, this is Florida. Shout out to us. This is Florida. This is how they coming out to prom, right? Now, I DJ. I do about 5 proms a year. And it pays pretty well. Have a good time with the kids. I love the music. I love seeing kids excited to graduate. I love seeing them seniors go out with a bang. This whole thing is getting out of control. Like, first of all, I'll say this. and I was starting to say it earlier, this isn't new. Like, this is culture. Prom send-offs have always been around. People have always done them, especially in black communities. Okay, especially in black communities. It's a rite of passage. It's like a family celebration. We want to see, you know, uh, the youngest, of the family go off to prom. It's a big deal. It's not just doing too much for families. A lot of times it feels like, hey, we made it. This is big. This is important to us. Okay, how black people have been treated in this country, so this makes sense, and this makes sense to me. I will never ever turn down black folk from having the opportunity to celebrate and have a good time. Okay, just so how long ago we were not allowed to go to school, black and white. We were not allowed to go to school together. So if you see these guys doing this and celebrating kids going to prom, meaning they are in school, they're graduating, they're succeeding, clap, clap, bravo. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Right? This is big. This is big, and we as a country cannot stop people from celebrating. And you sit back and you like this, you discredit it. You got something hateful to say. You got something harmful to say. Shame on you. Shame on you for that, because people should be able to celebrate. This isn't new. This is culture. We should let people celebrate. They're not hurting nobody. They're in their backyard. They in the school parking lot. They just having fun, celebrating, doing their thing. We should leave folks alone when they celebrate. So number one, this is cultural. And another thing, if you don't know what's going on, you don't understand it, you can't understand it, just close your mouth. You don't have to understand everything. You can see something for what it is, and that's it. Perfectly fine. I believe that. Right? Let the church say amen. The second thing I want to say is these have always happened, but social media is making it bigger. Social media makes everything bigger. Was police killing unarmed people? Absolutely. But now with social media, it gets bigger. Were there so many dumb criminals? Absolutely. But now there's social. Were people racist? Were people, prejudiced? Were people discriminatory? Were people hateful? Were people mean? Absolutely. But social media is giving a platform for people to do these things. IG and TikTok have turned a prom send-off into a show. And I'm not too mad at it. It used to be family pictures in the backyard, stand next to your date. Oh, I see y'all, click, click, whatever. Now it's backdrops, full productions. Heck, I just saw, Venador, they got a Bugatti. They're renting a Lamborghini. Like, prom is a big deal. So I think, social media is making it bigger. Now people are comparing who had the best send-off, right? Oh, that's how y'all did it? Well, wait till I'm a sophomore. I'm watching. Well, wait till it's my go. Watch how I do. I'm pulling up in the Bentley truck. I'm pulling up in the Giuseppe's, Amiri down, orange all the way through. Like, oh, that's how you did it? Well, watch how. Oh, that's how your auntie did her nephew, her son. Okay, watch how I do my kid. And there's competition to it. Social media has made it bigger in this competition. And I'm not too mad about that. Like, if you don't want to compete, you don't have to compete. But if you do want to compete, put on the show, put it online, and let folk watch. The other part I'll say, though, I don't like is the money is getting crazy. That's the only part I don't like. I don't like us necessarily spending our wealth on these things. I don't like it. Some families spend a few hundred, a few thousand. The viral ones, the big ones that you see, might be 10 to 20,000. Right? They might be 10 to 20,000, and the kids are doing. The send-offs cost more than the prom experience. And, to me, the prom send-off shouldn't cost you what a wedding costs. It shouldn't cost you what, a house costs, like a down payment. Like, that's not what a send-off should cost. Now, if you got it, cool. But for the most part, the average people of that are doing this, they don't got it. They don't got it. Prom send-offs are a beautiful tradition, and I'm cool with it. And especially in the black culture, like, this is what we got. It's a beautiful thing. Social media has made it a competition, but don't let people trick you out of your pocket and just go crazy with it. Right? I don't think that's the case. I think, yeah, it's just too much. So check this out. 3 arts project centered on Chicago black girls, describes prom send-off as a cultural coming of age ritual, comparing it to the quinceañera for the Hispanics, right? The project notes that some families plan for them years in advance, and some parents even take extra work to cover the costs, which, if you want to do that for your baby, I love it. This isn't random in a lot of black communities. This is cultural. We've been doing this for years. And I'm cool with it. Now, is it increasing? Yes. Is that scary? Yes. Can we get carried away? Yes. Yeah. The Washington Post says this. They say prom has become increasingly lavish overall, with more elaborate before and after parties and rising costs. So not only are people having, and we see this, not only are they having prom send-offs, they're having a prom after party. Me, I was used to prom after party. That was my thing. Party's over. You didn't get to listen to the music you wanted to a prom, obviously. You didn't get to, hang out. You didn't really want to be at wherever it was. My prom was, I think, at, a hotel. You kind of wanted to be at, someplace cooler. So prom after party was a thing. But now if you're doing a prom send-off and a prom after party and the prom itself, then you got to get your hair done, get your nails done. I'm talking about the ladies. Fellas, you get your hands done too, feet done, cool. You got haircuts, it adds up. It adds up a lot. ABC Philadelphia says this: social media and local news coverage are covered now around big budget send-offs, and they have exploded. There's a situation in Philly where a parent admitted to paying $27,000 for the prom send-off. To me, that's too much. That's too much. I don't care. It's too much. And like I said, the prom send-off, I don't really see white people doing it. That's the other thing. I don't see white people doing send-offs. I don't see Hispanic people doing send-offs. I see black people doing it. So I'm going to hold my criticism and say, yo, let us do our thing. If that's our thing, let us do it. Let us do our prom send-off, and it is what it is. There's no clean national stat, and I'll end with this. There's no clean national stat that talks about how much this costs. But you can imagine the visibility, the extravagance, and the money that's being poured into these pre-prom events. They are rising. So we don't have the number, but you open your eyes and you can see how elaborate and extravagant these things are. Y'all let me know in the comments. Have y'all been to a prom send-off? Have you done a prom send-off? If you're a young person and you watching this, you have one already. What was yours like? What did you have in yours? And y'all let me know. Are these gonna stop? Is this year right now? There's no money in the country, right? We're in a recession. Gas is $25. It feels like. Are y'all still gonna do a prom send off? Right? Did you do one during COVID? Did you have a prom? What would change your mind to not either have one or not have one? Y'all let me know in the comments. Don't argue. My name is Sam Rigaud. This is the Sam Rigaud Podcast. God bless you.